guys, my name is Beza Peace Rachel. I'm your host today of Behind the Sounds of Max Prodigy. On my left is my co-host. Please state your name.
Hi everyone, my name is DX, and today I'm going to be the co-host for this, little chit chat. And right here we'll have, a lyrical genius, and just like Nadwa will say it, who are you?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Peter Philip Johnson, and my creative alias is Max Prodigy. I'm Afrofusion and hip hop artist. I'm delighted to be here with two wonderful people to ask me
You're
questions.
the boss. Yeah.
All right. So, if I have to ask you, why Max Prodigy?
So, first of all, this is a pretty funny story. The name Max came from secondary school. So I used to be the biggest guy in class, like among my age group and everything. So they always called me like maximum. So I decided to take that and channel it into what I'm doing creatively. So I shortened it to Max. And then Prodigy is just a word I love so much. Like I used to like flip through pages of dictionary, and then I came across the word. I didn't even know there was an artist named Prodigy at first.
Wow.
So I came across the word and I saw the meaning. It meant someone young, creative, and talented. So I decided to use it and merge it with Max. So that's where the name came from. Yeah.
You recently moved from Nigeria to Rwanda. So what was the experience like moving from Nigeria to Rwanda? What was the experience entirely about?
Okay, I'll speak a bit about the whole journey. First of all, from moving from Taraba, juggling between Taraba and Abuja in Nigeria, and then getting admission to University of Jos to study civil engineering. So I moved there to Plateau State to study. I was there until like 300 level. Then, as we all know, it's ASO strike. So the ASO strike actually gave me some sort of time to reflect and think about where I actually wanted to be. And at first, I wouldn't say coming to Rwanda was my first choice. It was actually to study at Wayne State College in Nebraska. So I got an admission there to study, and I went for the visa interview and everything, but I got rejected twice. So Rwanda was the next option for me. So that's why I'm here now. That journey has actually been amazing for me because, funny enough, I've grown to love Rwanda so much, even though I'm still beefing with the food here. but yeah, like I've grown to love Rwanda so much, and it's actually a very, very wonderful place to live in.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So apart from the experience that you had, like how has the experience really shaped you as as an artist? Or
Okay.
yeah, so how has it shaped you as an artist?
So one thing I'm grateful for here in Rwanda is the growth I've gone through. I don't think if I was in Nigeria I would have experienced such growth, because I've grown personally, I've grown professionally, I've grown in terms of my art and my craft. Like I even met one of the people I look up to. Like I don't think that would have happened if I was still in Nigeria. I met MI. MI came to our school. Like that's crazy. And then I met Mr. Easy at Norskenn KL during the Norskenn Africa week. Like meeting those people, speaking to them, like they are people that you look up to, like in terms of like the music industry and what they're doing and everything. So meeting them and speaking to them or getting access to them just because I'm here, and then I try to put myself in positions where I get to learn and grow as much as possible. So I would say like coming here has really been an eye-opener in terms of going out of my comfort zone, being able to go for what I want, being able to go out for networking opportunities and things like that. So I'm really, really happy that I made that full step to move here to Rwanda.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, what artists do you take inspiration from? Oh my God.
Very, 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 very good question. So there are actually a couple of artists that I look up to, but the number one for me is J. Cole.
Wow.
Wherever you are, God bless you. Um,
You have a test.
yeah, like J. Cole is somebody that I look up to, and it's not just in the music, it's in terms of like the whole lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like J. Cole is someone that is humble, like down to earth,
Mm-hmm.
and from his interactions with people, you see that he's actually genuine about those interactions, about speaking with people, about getting to know them, and like his lifestyle is just simple.
Yeah.
This is someone that he has made it to a certain level, and then he saw that okay, the whole luxury thing is not actually like the right way to go. So he's just living a simple lifestyle. Like he sold his car, he's even riding a bike around town. Yeah. So it's even crazy. Like that level of humility is actually like
Something
mind
that's
blowing.
fine.
Yeah, it inspires me a
Wow.
lot, honestly.
You said couple.
Hmm?
You said a couple artist.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, J. Cole. And then in terms of like the African music scene, I would say M.I. Avaga. Not a lot of people recognize M.I. or know M.I. I was even surprised when he came to Rwanda, like even people from our school, like they didn't recognize him so much. And that's not even a shade, because this is someone I look up to. Like I was surprised that a lot of people didn't actually, like, they were not starstruck like the way I was. But Emma is someone that has influenced like my writing a lot. The way I even try to structure my lyrics is someone that's inspired me a lot in terms of that. And I was first exposed to Emma's music from my brother. So my brother is a big rap and hip hop fan. So yeah, he went to the US around 2010 for an exchange program. So when he got back, he got back with a lot of like foreign music. That's where I started listening to people like J. Cole and the Lil Waynes and stuff. But then he also played a lot of like the Nigerian hip hop background scene music, and that was mostly MI, and that's where like I got influenced by MI and things like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this might sound crazy, but I just have like this question.
Yeah.
Do you take inspiration from, I'm just not gonna be
I feel like that would be a crazy question.
yeah, it might sound crazy, but then do you take inspiration from artists like some of these artists like that people think are not actually maybe serious with their music career in terms of music inspiration and marketing inspiration as well? People like,
Oh, wow.
let me just say, Acme and yeah, we know. Yeah, we love Acme. So do you take inspiration from these kind of artists that people do
Well,
not think that they are serious?
Well, for someone like Akpi, I actually think he's a marketing genius. Why? Because he recognizes like how to have sway on people. Like he has recognized how to influence people. He knows that okay, this is my brand. This is how I can be able to entice people, and then he goes for it. He makes these funny contents, and then you listen to the music and then you're already laughing before you even press the play button. So that's some sort of like branding in itself. So I wouldn't say necessarily their music is bad or is bad quality, but then everyone has his own niche and his own quality. So it's just about understanding your brand and then tapping into that whole side of it and then getting your own audience.
Okay.
You'll be surprised at the fan base that Speed Darlington has, or for someone like Miles, who has like over 600k monthly listeners.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. So yeah, like it's entertainment. Like basically anything is entertainment. So it's just about getting that sway on people and making it appealing.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Wow.
Interesting, because people really love people really love
You
Acme.
just that's it.
Even me too. I love Acme too. So I know you love Acme too. But like is there like a particular element in
Yeah.
their marketing, maybe
Yeah.
strategy or their music style that you actually think you can incorporate in yours?
Yeah, you know what? I actually think for someone like Speed Darlington, his content creation strategy, like he's someone that is unapologetic, he's confident. Like
Yeah.
that sort of
That one,
confidence
number
is
one.
something that I feel like if I tap into, like, I've unlocked it. Because like for you to be able to stay in front of a camera and be able to like just
Say
go at
whatever.
it, say whatever is in your mind, no filter. Like we now, if we sit in front of a camera, we might be having some sort of anxiety or nervousness down there.
Yeah.
But then being able to like just say everything, no filter, go for it straight, like that sort of confidence, man, is crazy. So like that's something I actually envy and would like to work
It's God's
towards.
given.
All right. So we're expecting more of Acme kind of content.
Well, Max, I would love to know how do you balance being inspired by other artists and then staying true to yourself, like
Oh, okay.
keeping the unique sound.
Yeah, the originality.
Yeah.
Well, it's very, very hard sometimes to be able to be original when you listen to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you subconsciously find yourself incorporating other people's elements in your own sound.
Mm.
But I feel like at the end of the day, as long as you let the things like the originality from yourself flow when you are either playing an instrumental, writing to it, or when you are like listening to other people's stuff, like it's good to also learn how you can stay original and create like from within. So I feel like that's what helps me actually, because if I sit down with an instrumental, like I try to just let everything flow from my head, and then I listen to instrumentals repeatedly like a madman sometimes. Like it's just crazy sometimes because I try to like make it as original as possible. Like I stay original and true to myself, even though I get inspired by other people. And I know that sometimes like you can just subconsciously put it in your own stuff, but then at the end of the day, like just going with the flow is how it is what does it for me actually. So yeah,
Wow.
that's basically it.
That's an amazing take.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Speaking of originality,
Yeah.
your song "All I Want."
Yeah.
I listened to it and it was very interesting and should I say demanding.
Yeah.
The question is, what was the creative spark behind it and every other, thing? What was the creative? How did you come up with the song? All I Want?
All I Want is like is a story of different phases. It's like a chapter of my life. Each verse is like a chapter of my life.
Okay.
So the first verse, I started with "Don't you dare play with me like that." Like, like yeah, like stop playing with me. Like stop playing with me. So the first verse is basically about complexities in terms of like relationships with people.
Okay.
So the second verse as well is a story.
About women.
Mm-hmm.
Is it about women? Bro to bro. Is it about women?
Bro to bro. Okay, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. The song is basically yes about relationships with women and things like that. So the first verse is actually a story on itself, like it's a different chapter. The second verse is a different chapter. The third verse as well is a different chapter. And the good thing about the song is it gets happier like as it progresses. The first verse is about a bad experience. The second verse is about an okay experience, then the third verse is about a good experience. So it's just like a progression alongside like the chorus. So that's the whole concept of All I Want. And I'm not getting deeper than that.
Okay.
we understand.
We don't know about.
He doesn't want to offend anyone. We understand.
No offense.
So, what's your most streamed song? Now?
Yeah. So my most streamed song currently is She Knows. Which I did with Vivi Indaya, very good friend of mine, amazing artist.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Vivi. I know you'll be watching this. Shout out to Vivi.
So she has an amazing voice too.
Yeah, she has
an
amazing, absolutely beautiful voice.
I'm telling you.
the concept of She Knows is basically about women empowerment. It's celebrating the essence of being a woman, and especially African women, like the beauty and essence of an African woman. So the idea actually came to me like one random day. I was just in my bedroom listening to different beats, and then the whole concept just came to my head, like, okay, what if I made a song like celebrating women? And it's actually somewhat of a tribute to my mom, because she's an amazing woman. She inspires me a lot. So I
We love
actually
her too.
Shout out to you, Mama.
yeah, shout out to Mama. No.
She's amazing.
So it was actually like a sort of tribute to her as well. But then I said, okay, what if I just make it like general, to make women feel good in their own skin and things like that? And there was no other person that could kill it for me like Vivi did. And Vivi was so engaging, and she loved the concept, and we took it from there. It was actually an amazing experience working with her, honestly. And the verses, if you listen to the lyrics as well, is very empowering. The song is chill, but it's still uplifting. And yeah, I feel like the women definitely they contributed to the streams of that song. Because
They really did.
yeah, the growth on that song has been massive. It came out in June, and then yes, just months ago, but already it has had massive plays. And yeah, I'm happy about the progress of that song, definitely.
Okay, so what do you think you did differently from that track?
Yeah, She Knows.
Yeah,
Okay. What I think I did differently.
yeah, from
Okay.
other tracks that you have released, because
Yeah.
it's the only one. I mean, not the only one that is the most popular, but then
Yeah.
it's the
Most popular.
Most streamed.
Yeah.
yes, most streamed, and like from all over the world.
Yeah, so I feel like what was different about that track was that we created a lot of content for it. So as an artist now, I've come to realize that you are basically a content creator as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like
you
Acme.
cannot
Just
just like
Acme.
Acme. So you cannot just make music and then keep it
go
in
home.
the archives, or
Yeah.
you just release it and you just go home. I've grown to learn that content creation is very, very important.
Yeah.
So like with that song, we put out a lot of content about it, and we even engaged we experimented different things. I even had this one content where I was on campus and I was doing this fist bump something.
Oh yeah,
This fist
I
bump
saw it on
challenge.
TikTok.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
you put sweets in your hand, you do fist bump, and then you
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
But then
too.
I'm sorry for the guys. Like they were trying to get the fist bump too. I didn't give anyone. But the concept of the song is She Knows, and
for
so
women
yeah.
too.
So that's why I was making the contest with just women on campus and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, like I feel like what we did differently was putting out more content, so the song had much more reach compared to my other releases. So yeah, that's definitely what we did differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so since we are talking about the most streamed song,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should go back a little bit.
About what?
Yeah, I think we should go back a little bit. Your song Wavy,
Yeah, Wavy.
I think it was released in 2021.
Yes.
Yeah. So, how do you feel your sound has evolved from Wavy to She Knows to your recent songs, right?
Yeah.
now?
So Wavy is just like a call of affirmation. It's basically like an affirmation per se, but the lyricism, like I feel like that's one of my best songs lyrically. But then it didn't get a lot of attention from people, basically maybe because we didn't create so much content. But yeah, like and it was 3 years ago, and I feel like my sound has definitely evolved from then, because in terms of the production quality, the sound quality of the songs, and even in terms of like writing, I feel like I've definitely evolved a lot. I've evolved a lot,
Yeah, it's
like
very evident.
to a very significant level. And I actually love Wavy so much that I'm thinking about like re-recording it maybe in a different format and putting it out, because I feel like it needs more light to be shed on it. So I just think like Wavy is absolutely beautiful.
Do
But
you
then
plan to add another person on the remix?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Like there are a couple of people here in Rwanda that I have on my list of possible collaboration. So I mean, we'll see.
Then
We'll see.
Rwandan musicians should be on the lookout.
Yeah, like there are actually a
Pass on
lot
my
of good
DM.
people. Yeah,
I'm his
there are a lot
friend.
of good artists that I've seen here in Rwanda. But yeah, on the topic of Wavy, like from Wavy coming across to my last release, Better Man Now, I think if you look at the catalog, you would see the growth that has happened over the years. And it's not just like in terms of like the production quality, like even the delivery per se.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm much more confident to like go to the studio and record a verse and say, okay, yeah, that verse is going to be fire. It's not just like something that I'll go and I'm like still second guessing whether I want to do this music thing or not.
Yeah.
Now I'm confident and I'm so sure that okay, this is what I want to do and this is how I want to do it. So um I would say Wavy falls under the category of songs that I feel like they need more light to be shed on. But then I have to work on the quality. So I feel like
Yeah.
maybe working on it again and putting it out is going to make it more appealing to people. So yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
All right.